rah, rah, kill those, kill the black babies, kill the brown babies, kill the girl babies, kill the disabled babies, kill them all. Hello. Now, Jack Fonseca, that seemed to be a pro-abortion demonstration, but that actually was, you had legally, with lots of preparation, assembled people together with police permission to have a pro-life demonstration. It looks like some people barged in and took over.
Yeah, that's what happened. We launched a national defund abortion campaign in 5 provinces and in 57 constituency offices across Ontario.
Right.
And that clip was in Manitoba, where our provincial leader there had booked through the Legislative Assembly process the grounds for the use of a pro-life rally against the taxpayer funding of abortion.
So the police and the politicians and authorities, they said, yes, you're entitled to meet here and give your message. How many of you were there?
So we had about 120, and what happened was 3 different unions, the Manitoba Federation of Labour, CUPE, and another one, UFCW, brought in their union thugs, union muscle, to outnumber and harass the pro-lifers there.
And in what way did they harass you?
Well, there is one clip that you don't have there where our young speaker, a young gentleman by the name of Scott Hayward, he was trying to give his speech from the microphone from the steps of the legislature, and there was 2 Occupy-looking type kids that were shouting at him, interrupting his speech. They were coming up behind him. It looked like they were about to try and grab the mic, and they were shouting verbal abuse at him, preventing him from speaking, and throwing sexual taunts at him, pointing at their crotch and saying, "Suck this." Really? And yeah, it was so. You know, this was union thuggery. Right.
We can't show that because it was the Winnipeg Free Press who were there filming that, and we don't have permission, which is understandable. And we're different from where we have the Winnipeg Sun, they're the Free Press. But if people want to Google that, I'm sure they can see it. So this definitely happened. There is evidence of it.
Yes.
They claim to believe in choice and freedom, so they might not agree with you. Of course they don't agree with you, but it's not that they want to intimidate you into silence.
Yeah, they believe in the choice to have an abortionist kill a child in the womb, but they don't believe in the choice and the freedom to speak and have free speech, even at an assembly where you booked it. And, you know, it shows, I guess they're consistent in that they advocate for the dismemberment and decapitation of children, and so that's a violent philosophy, and they're showing again violence and aggression here to warn people at this rally.
It's very interesting, and there's been this great disconnect between what happens and what people assume happens. The media and activists have been rather clever in this, because I've covered a few of these demonstrations over the years. Well, Linda Gibbons, for example. Frankly, I don't even agree with Linda. I'm not sure what is achieved, but she has a right to protest. All she does is she's a tiny little woman, grandmother, and she walks along outside abortion areas and she prays. And if anyone wants to speak to her, she will speak to them. She's been arrested, I don't know how many times. It was about 4 years in prison she's served. The bubble zone that she breaks was imposed by the NDP, and it has no grounds in moral law, really. And the last time she was sentenced to prison, the judge told her off for being an activist. I'm sure the judge would have told off Martin Luther King or Gandhi for the same thing. I've seen pro-lifers spat at, abused, older people, children, confronted with the most venomous language. But apparently, if you watch TV, it's just pro-lifers killing abortionists every 5 minutes.
Yeah, and you know what was really disingenuous in the media coverage, both the Winnipeg Free Press and the CBC, is you have these union thugs interrupting and being aggressive and throwing verbal abuse and looking like they might even get into physical abuse against the pro-lifers. And when you read the story, they talked about clashes between the 2 sides, as if they were equally at fault.
Yeah, the rapist and the rape victim, there was a clash between the 2 of them. Did the police not intervene?
The police were nowhere in sight. For whatever reason, the police were inside the legislative building. There was no security police at all at that time. So after that,
isn't that interesting?
After that incident happened, where he tried to take over the microphone, the pro-life leader asked for someone to go into the building and bring out the police. So after that, they were helpful. I must admit, they were helpful in taking those people away after they did that again. Good. But they should have been there from the beginning.
Jack, we've all seen this before. I'm not blanketing the police, but very close to where I live, there was a meeting, and there were these pro-abortion loonies outside, and there were 5 cops standing there, and they were just screaming the most filthy abuse. And there were kids around, and the cops just stood there. And I said to one officer, "Can she do that? I mean, is that appropriate?" And he went to move on, and the sergeant said, "No, don't do that." So, I don't suppose it'll change. Hey, glad you're doing what you do. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Michael.